What's up, it's you? For today's video, with a Koraidon sweep. Koraidon is an excellent Pokemon. Recently, I did a Koraidon team, and I wanted to see if I could get one of my sets to work. So I wanted to go for something that was viable, that could still feint an entire team, but I didn't want to use Collision Course. I wanted to try something else. This Pokemon's a fighting and dragon type, so it is 4 times weak to Fairy, and it does have very, very good stats and a great ability, but there are still Pokemon that can actually outspeed it. So I come up with a set, and I thought, this is a pretty fun set. I want to see if I can get it to work here. Tonight, I've got a Koraidon sweep, and later on, I've got a Miraidon sweep too. If you love the videos, people, hit that like button if you like the Pokemon sweeps, and let's get into it. First Pokemon we got is going to be a Porygon 2. I've got my Spidops here, just throwing down the sticky web because there are Pokemon on the opponent's team which are, as fast or as faster as me. Interesting enough, the Porygon 2 is going to go for a Hyper Beam. I was like, that's interesting. I just went for Mento here and dropped its stats. There wasn't much I needed to do to Porygon. I thought it might even be a Trick Room set. So taking my cue here, going into the Orthworm, I was like, well, this is great. I'll pass this Shed Tail off, and let's see if I can get the fattest W with the perfect Koraidon swap in. No damage whatsoever. Let's get it. Alright, well, sadly, that last battle there, the opponent actually had a Choice Band Cinderace, because I actually battled again later on, and they had Choice Band on there, so I was pretty salty about that. It didn't matter what I predicted there, they were always going to use Sucker Punch. This was an interesting battle here. We've got a Calyrex Ice Rider lead, and they've got Trick Room and Room Service, but it was a special set, so I was pretty surprised by that. It's probably one of the first, well, one of the few I've seen online that was actually special, not physical. Started things off as a Smeargle. Going into the Orthworm here, I thought this is a great opportunity here. We had a double swap there, and we got Avalugg coming in. So some very, very bulky ice types. Let's see if we can get the W this time. Hopefully nothing bad will happen here. Okay. idea why that Archloon just didn't straight up attack me. It actually didn't make sense. Because I had a lot of attack boosts already, and normally 99.9% would be a collision course one, and they would have fainted, and they didn't have sturdy. So I don't know. You tell me. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe they knew I was running reversal. That's the only thing I could imagine there. Anyway, next battle here, we got our Charizard lead. It's spamming Overheat against my Spidops. So that's the end of Spidops. It did manage to get its web up. Going to Smeargle now, I needed to actually just drop the stats of this incoming Pokemon, and that's Koraidon. So that was why I set the web up too, just to avoid any speed ties and such like that. Smeargle is going to be dropping Koraidon stats, and I thought this isn't bad for Orthworm. It's got some good defense, and Koraidon's attack has been dropped, so I felt confident I could get a sneaky shed tail off here. Here comes the Timmy course, and I'm going to be able to live that one pretty well after the Citrus Berry healing Orthworm, and now it's time to be swapping into the shiny Koraidon. Let's get this W. Alright, we finally got that one in the end there. Here is the Koraidon build that I was using. Obviously, it's a bit more of a gimmicky set, but it's still, pretty decent. The biggest thing about it is it does get shut down by priority moves. I kind of wish it learned Upper Hand, but it still was a pretty fun set to get around. So we've got Reversal at full base power, Endure Weakness Policy, Flame Charge to boost its speed up, and Sword Dance with Terra Fire. Very, very powerful when no priority moves are around. It sort of just tears through all the teams there. That's going to be about it for today's Koraidon sweep. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and later on I'll be doing a Miraidon sweep. Peace out, people.